Hey family, how you doing? Welcome. I know I'm a little bit late for my family on the East Coast there. So glad to see you here for another day, and another day it is, and yet again it was another. I thought it was a beautiful day here in Arizona, and but man, that temperature, it thing fell, man. That thing did a for my old school WWF fans. That temperature did a Jimmy Superfly snooker. I mean that thing dropped. You hear what I'm saying to you? That temperature dropped, man, and at least out here it did. Like I said again, it's very nice, but it just you dress in. Yeah, the temperatures are definitely changing. I mean, the seasons are definitely changing, and so you just have to dress appropriately. So some days you don't know. I still do the long pants thing every now and then. I'll do shorts, but yeah, I still do my long pants because I said, man, you ain't gonna catch me. No, you ain't gonna catch me. So anyway, other than that, it was a very good day. But I hope you guys had a good day. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. So, well, anyway, we are not going to keep you long for this broadcast. And for all the tens of thousands of you that are in the chat, minus 999. We got D Nice in the house. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you, and everyone else that will catch this video later. So glad that you guys can join us. But anyway, I wanted to catch up with you guys because man, we have been putting in some work behind the scenes for real. We have been doing some things, and today I watched them as they were getting the copper mugs out. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with that, those are something that we just added over on Sabatree.com, which you see right here. And those are starting to go out right now. I saw a big shipment went out there. And man, if you haven't checked these out, you definitely need to do it. You may say, well, it's just copper. Well, it's a lot more than that. Okay, we break down on the side here the benefits of it, the health benefits of adding copper to your diet. And I've talked about that. I even had a post talking about the benefits of adding copper. This is something that people have known thousands of years, and we've lost that, in our society. Some of you guys are old enough to remember how, in our houses, we used to have copper pipes. Then all of a sudden they swapped that out, and now we all got plastic pipes. And so, but that copper is something we desperately need in our diets. And this is an easy way to do it. I'm going to show you first, a little handout that we have included in those shipments, so that when you get your copper drinking vessel, you'll kind of know what's up. Okay, so let me bring that on the screen right quick. And man, like I said, we got some exciting things I'm going to share with you guys here this evening. So let me go ahead and get that up here right quick. Okay, let me see. Okay, I'll get that up here. Is it this one? Yeah, I think that's it. There you go. All right, here we go. All right, so when you get your when your cup comes in the mail, okay, this is just some reminders, but this is what's included in there, okay? And I'll just read it for you. Okay, just again, give me a heads up. It says, did you know natural copper with no chemical coating, this is the key. See, these don't have any chemical coating to them, all right? Will react to the air and to moisture and begin to tarnish. When copper comes in contact with water, the tarnishing process begins almost immediately. Your copper bottle will naturally patina, or which means tarnish or turn dark or develop black stains or bluish green color. Many of you, if you have like a penny or something like that, you will notice that sometimes it's a tarnish or it's like a bluish green kind of thing. And so a lot of times we'll see that and we think, oh, that's just mold. No, it's not mold. Okay. That's just the reaction that copper has when it's exposed to water. Okay. And like it says here, that is normal. Do not panic. It's not mold. Okay. Not that y'all going to get cups that's going to be all green. Okay. We're just saying this, just in case for some of you, you may see a little bit of that. Okay. Do not panic. Okay. You will see dark spots after the first day of filling it with water. Okay. So after the first day or so, you put water in there, you're going to see some dark spots possibly forming. Don't panic. Okay. Oh, they got me. I knew these. I knew they were going to get me. No, that's just what happens naturally with copper. And there's no chemical coating. You may say, well, I got one and I've had it for years and it didn't turn it off, because chances are it probably has chemical coating to it. These do not. Okay. Also, if you see a green powdery coating inside of your copper bottle upon arrival, just follow the cleaning instructions below. This is just copper oxidizing. Okay. Clean your copper vessel 1 to 2 times a week to keep it looking fresh. And then it goes through the list here of all the things you need to do. Okay. Fill the bottle up with hot water, put lime and salt, leave it in the bottle for a few minutes, shake the bottle well and rinse away the water from the bottle. Clean 2 to 3 times with normal water. Do not use any scrub to clean the bottle. It will lose its natural shine of copper. And then it says clean the outer bottle with a soft cloth. Okay. Cleaning process. And then right here on the right hand side, it has all the list of the benefits again, all the different things of the reasons why we should be including copper in our diets. And so yeah, you definitely want. So for those of you who have ordered it, just know that when you do get it, if you notice anything like that, that's what it is. Okay. What was I going to say to you? We're going to be we're going to be restocking soon, because those things just kind of just raptured up out of here, man. Those things flew up out of here. So you definitely want to check those out. Okay. All righty. All right. So just wanted to let you know about that. Okay. Very exciting time that we're in, man. I tell you, when you are focused on climbing higher, I tell you, you don't have any time. The feeling of not being aware of the negativity and the craziness that's out there, man, I tell you, it's nothing like it. It's you feel clean. I mean, that's the only way I can describe it. You feel clean. Like I was working late last night, right? And then I started catching wind, because every now and then I would take a break. And, maybe I'll jump on Twitter or something like that. And then I'm seeing this stuff coming out with Sean Combs and, what's his face, and they, apparently it's coming out that he was messing around with some other guys and all this stuff. And people are so engrossed in that. I'm like, oh, okay. But to not have that even in my face when I tell you, because I'm not a type of person that's all into that. I don't really care about all that kind of stuff. But when it's like flooding your timeline, those things like that, it's just like, oh my gosh, can we please stop? Can we please stop? And but when you're really like focused on things that's gonna help you and other people climb higher, man, I tell you, it's no feeling like it. And that's what was keeping me driven. And behind the scenes, that's exactly what we're doing. When it comes to Samba Tree and the things that we sell on Samba Tree, that's really what it's about. It's about really doing our part to get our people in a place where we are living in a state of perfect health and wellness. And that is something we take extremely, extremely serious, on this platform. And if you haven't had an opportunity to check it out, please check out our website. Again, it's sambatree.com. We have all kinds of things on here. This is just the front page that you're looking at. Everything from the seasonings to, laundry detergents and sea moss gels and, all kinds of stuff. So check that out when you get a chance. Again, it's the website is sambatree.com. Okay. So the reason why I wanted to jump on here is because one of the things that, when I tell you the amount of technology that's being released out here just in the last few months, it is it blows your mind. I mean, I think a lot of people really don't realize just how quickly the world has changed just in the last few months in the area of technology, specifically when it comes to AI. And I would listen to numbers of these people. I would see some of our people posting up videos talking about how AI is racist and AI doesn't like black people and all of this other stuff. And someone had a comment, and I'm gonna paraphrase it, and I thought it was a really good comment. They said that in the future, it's not AI that's going to take over. It's going to be people who are familiar or working with AI that's going to be in a much better position to quote unquote take over, or should say you'll be in a much better position if you're at least familiar with it, familiar with the technology. Nobody's talking about selling your soul to the devil and all this other stuff. Nobody's saying that. AI in of itself is a technology that's based on what you put in it. So whoever creates that, whatever that is, whatever that artificial intelligence device is that you're working on, they're putting information in there. So if that person or persons, if they have ill intent or, they have certain biases, it's going to come out in the technology. This technology isn't just voicing or speaking on its own. It's based on what the people who put it together, what they put in it. Right. And so this is something that we really need to, like it or not, is here. It's here. So this technology is being used for all kinds of things. And like I said, again, it's something that's been around for a very long time. This is something we've been prepped for all the way during. I told you, you call and you got press 1 if you want to listen in Spanish, press 2 if you want to, all of that. That was prepping us for this moment. And now there's so many different tools that are out here right now that can automate a lot of stuff that you do and I do and make things a lot more efficient. Now, again, there's boundaries to certain things and all of that. But, at the same time, as long as you keep those boundaries, you definitely can be a very productive person. And, you're definitely doing some great things there, or you have the potential of doing some great things. So anyway, one of the things that we have encountered with Sabbatry, of course, we have people who email us, with all types of questions. We're not licensed, we're not licensed physicians or anything like that, nor do we pretend to be. But we do have certain knowledge when it comes to different herbs and things like that. You know what I mean? And so we share what we know, and the things we don't know, we will advise you to go to people who are knowledgeable in that, And so one of the things that oftentimes happens, we get emails that can be repetitive. And that's not in a bad sense. It's just sometimes people will ask, different ones will ask the same questions. What kind of herbs can I take when it comes to high blood pressure? Or what kind of herbs can I take when it comes to diabetes? Or what kind of herbs can I take? I'm trying to stop smoking, or whatever it may be. Right. And so those emails do take time, they do, and time that we're willing to use to answer the folks, but it does add up. And so what I had to do, what I've been doing for the last, I don't know how long, I just put on my AI hat, my tech hat, because I do have a background. Ever since graduating from school, I was in IT for numbers of years, and then I just got out of it. And now I'm finding myself where IT is coming home hard, and it's something that I've had to make the decision. Either this is something I need to bring myself up to speed on, or just sit in the bleachers and watch it pass by. But no, I see the great potential in this and what it can do to help our people. And so and we are very serious, as I've been saying over and over again, is getting as many of our people as possible out of these hotels. Wow. Out of these hospitals, out of this system, this medical system, and getting us to a place where we're being self-sufficient and we're building our own infrastructure to address our own needs so that we don't necessarily have to have our people totally dependent on this healthcare system. You know what I'm saying? But how do we achieve that? What are some things we can do? Well, some of the things we can do is we can certainly, use platforms like this to educate, share information where we can. People who are specialized in these areas, we can promote them and all of that, right? Another thing, so with some other things. So one of the solutions that I have been working on is a way that, some type of database or something where people like yourself, if you just wanted a quick answer, as far as, let's say if you're looking for a certain herb to address a certain ailment or something, you'll be able to type that in and then you'll be able to have instant access to that. Well, to the answer. Well, that sounds a lot like Google, right? So let me pull up Google here right quick. And let me get that on the screen. This is something that I'm sure all of you do. So typically, let me see I'm going to type in here. What herbs can I take for high blood pressure? Okay. All right. So this is something relatively new. Google, what they've been doing is actually pushing this up to the top there. So this is, so a lot of times people's eyes are going to turn to this. But let's say you want more information on that, and so what happens is you start scrolling down here and what it does, like any other search engine, it scrapes all of these different websites that are out here to get the information that is going to best suit the topic or that you're looking for, right? This is typically what it is, right? So notice that says scrape. It just, what it's doing is getting, it's doing a quick grab at the, at the information that you're looking for. But a lot of times they may not get everything. Right. So, but nonetheless, Google, Google, Yahoo, whatever it is, your search engine that you're looking for, it's here to stay. It ain't going anywhere. Right. But what if we can create our own type of search engine that is focused on information that we find to be extremely valuable? And we want to make sure that the search results that you get, that you're given are very you're getting everything from a quality source. So what it does, it almost guarantees you that the results you're going to get are going to be a much higher quality and they're going to contain even more information, right? And so that brings in AI, right? That brings in AI. One of the things you can do is there are tools out there where you can create your own type of AI system. And I'll talk about this. So you have Google, but you also have something called OpenAI. Okay. OpenAI is another type of search tool. I'll just put it that way, that refines a lot of those search results that you get and put it in a nice, clean format so that you're not poking through a bunch of search results and all of that. So OpenAI, and then you got a whole bunch of other ones that have popped up as well that will do that for you. Okay. So that's another tool that is going to ultimately, you're going to see Google and, Yahoo and some of these other search engines, Bing, they're already starting to do away with the traditional type of searching that we do. And now they're going to start doing their own, bringing in AI where when you type in something, it's going to give you a lot higher quality of information. Okay. So anyway, so what we did is I started working on our own AI search engine, so to speak. Okay. So what we did was, and this is just in trial. Okay. I wanted to bring it on to the site tonight, but I'm going to probably give it another day or so. But I wanted to give you kind of a dry run of what it would kind of look like. It's This is just plain black and white right now. But when I'm finished, we'll make it look all pretty and all of that. Okay. So anyway, so what we got going on here is this. It's going to be called, it's called the, for now, until maybe Nicole may say, well, call it something else. But anyway, this is called Samba Tree Herbal Assistant. All right. Got questions about herbs you should take? Start here. Okay. So yeah, so this is going to be an herbal assistant. What we're going to do is we're going to have it embedded on our site. So when you come to our site, sambatree.com, you'll be able to, if you were like, man, what herb can I take for this, that, or whatever? Then you'll be able to type in, you know, whatever it is that you're looking for, and it will recommend whatever it is that you can get. You know, we may or may not carry it, but nonetheless, you're walking away with information that you can use, you know, and carry wherever you need to carry it. You understand? So anyway, I just jotted something down here, and you don't have to read it, but here we go. So I'm going to, hopefully this thing works. So anyway, so what you do, and I'm just going through a dry run, and I probably will do, once we make this live, I'll have a quick step-by-step video, okay, and show you how to do it. But it's really simple. Okay, so anytime, I'm going to bring your attention over here. Anytime that you do a search, it's going to start stacking up onto the side here. So these are going to be different threads. So just see these as different conversations, and the machine will remember that. Okay. So let's say I have a reference here. I'm going to see what I'm looking for here. I'm going to shoot. Hold on. Let me see. I'm going to give an, let's see. All right. So let me do this one here. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay. Let's see. How can I help you today? Well, I'm glad you asked. Thanks. You're so nice and kind and thoughtful. Anyway, anyway, so let's see. I will type in something like what. Here we go. What herbs can I take? Can we use to treat Alzheimer's disease? All right. So let's see what it tells us. So it's thinking, it's pulling from the database that we created. And let me see. Try to type in Alzheimer's. Now all of a sudden it's acting up. Hold on. Let me try this again. What herbs can I use? Let's see. So I'm gonna try to. Like I said, it's still in testing mode right now. It was working fine. I'm gonna type in something else here. All right, let's see. What types of herbal remedies are recommended in the book? Okay. Okay, so I'll just say here, okay, I'll do number 2. What it's looking for is, okay, you need to ask a very specific question, and it'll help you with that. So I'm just going to say number 2. Hopefully this thing acts like it got some sense, and I'll do some other searches too. Dang on it. All right. Let's go back. I'm going to get rid of that. All right, let's try this again. All right, so let me do another one here. Yeah, if this doesn't work, I have to reset something in the background. So this is what you do. This is what happens when you're building stuff. Kind of. To treat anxiety. All right, let's try that one. Okay, so it's wanting a specific one here. Can you provide a type of herbal remedies that are effective in managing anxiety symptoms? So let's try that one and see. Again, it's looking for, it wants a specific question. So, you know, so sometimes it will come up with that. So let's see what happens here. Okay. All right. So in this case, it did work. Okay. All right. So, and I'll tell you why it says in the book. Okay. So it says in the book, several herbs are mentioned that can be used to manage anxiety symptoms. Some of these include chamomile, Valoran, and lavender. Chamomile is known for its calming effects, blah, blah, blah. Da, 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 da. Okay. So that's one there. So on the right, on the left hand side, we have a conversation here. So I may want to stay asking more questions about anxiety. So I'm just going to, but I'm going to leave that over there. I'm going to start a new conversation. All right. So let's see. Let me try another one here. Insomnia is another one that I hear a lot of people complaining about. All right. So let's see what herbs can I use to treat insomnia? All right, so let's try that one. Okay. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset something here because this is not what it was doing earlier. Literally right before I got on here, it was fine. All right. So let me get out of here. Sorry about that. Like I said, this is what happens when you're building stuff sometime. It just will act the fool sometime. But I assure you, it was doing a lot better than that. All right. So let's see. All right. Okay, let me see. Bring this over here. Sorry about this, y'all. All right, I'm going to delete it. Start from the beginning. All right. Insomnia. Okay, let me see what it tells me this time. Okay. All right. That's not record. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me try another one. I use to treat headaches. Okay, so I'm gonna bring this up on the screen so you can see what I'm doing in real time. If not, I'll show you the back room section of it where it is working. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's not doing it. Okay, so it's asking me. So typically, if you're, when depending on what kind of question you ask, if it's not clear enough, it's going to say, "Can you be a little more specific?" And what it's doing is trying to narrow it down so that it can give you a higher quality result. Okay. We'll just go with number 2. All right, so let's just see number 2. We'll click number 2. Okay, something changed. Something changed. Okay, while I'm fixing this, I'll tell you basically what we did. So what we did was we basically looked at that. We found several books that are very high quality books that people that are referred to. Like one of the books that we're pulling all of our data from is the book, The Lost Book of Herbal Remedies. Okay, this is one that's like a go-to book that you'll find many people using and have used in the past. It's been around for years. And this particular book is one, and there's like 2 other books that we use. When this thing is finally, when I finally update it and all of that, you're going to see exactly on the front page the books that we're pulling from. Okay, and it will show you, and it'll say, okay, all the information that is being presented to you is coming from these sources. And the great thing about it is that any given time, we'll be able to change that. We can change it and switch it over and maybe add some books or maybe take away or whatever. We can do all of that. And so what that does is it ensures that the results you get are results that are much higher quality, than, let's say, going on Google or something like that. So let me go back here again. Let's try it again. Let's see. All right. So, oh, okay. Hold on. I didn't do this. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, let me edit. Sorry, y'all. So you getting all this in real time here. Okay, so let me see data sources. Oh, why is all that still there? Huh. I see why it's happening. Okay. I see why that's happening. Okay. Now that I know the problem, okay, give me a moment here and then yeah, it's going to be a lot better here in a moment. I deleted a bunch of stuff and for some reason it popped right back up. So let me delete all of these things here and it will work a lot better. That is weird because I literally deleted a bunch of stuff here because what it is that I overloaded the database with a bunch of sources. And so it's like confused. And that's what was happening. So I was like, why is this thing? I literally got on this thing before we went live and it was working just fine. All right. So I'm just deleting. Let's see. Yeah, definitely going to be talking to their tech support tomorrow on that. All right. So how many got? Okay, so that one goes. All right. Okay, so let me try this again. Let's see what herbs. Okay, let's try that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, what happened was it for whatever reason, it literally everything I put in there, all the changes that I made, it didn't save it for some reason. So I'm wondering why that was the case. So anyway, let's see. Give me a moment. All right. Okay, one other thing. I think there's one other thing I need to do. Yes, it is embarrassing, but whatever. All right, let's see. Select the data source. That was the other thing. Okay, so select the data source. Go here, select the data source. All right. Okay. All right, now it should work. Okay. All right. I should have some music playing, I guess. Okay. So what I'll do, just so that I'm not wasting you guys' time, because it was literally working right before I got on here, and then all of a sudden it stopped working. So what I will do is I'm gonna show you the back end. What I can do is show you that and show you that it is working. It's just on the front end for some reason it's all of a sudden decided not to work. So let me go to here and I'll pull up the prompt. Okay. All right, here we go. I'll pull this up on the screen for y'all, just so you can see, because what I'm gonna be showing you now is kind of like the back end, the engine, so to speak, and you'll see that part instead. Okay, but it's not gonna look like this. So let me pull this up on the screen, and you can see it. Okay, so let me move things around here, and let me see if I can make this screen bigger. Okay. All right. So hopefully you see this on the screen here, all the way on the bottom. Again, I stress this is not how it's going to look, but you're going to see in real time what happens. Okay. So let's say I'm gonna type in there, what herbs can I take to treat a headache? Okay. All right. Let's see, it's thinking. Okay, so here you go. Boom. Okay. Now you see it all it shows up here, but it doesn't show up on that front end, and that's what I gotta, I'll figure that out later on. But as you can see, so it says there are several herbs that are traditionally used to help soothe headaches. Here are a few, and it gives you feverfew, peppermint, and it gives you a breakdown, and it tells you how to use them. Ginger, lavender, willow bark. It tells you, what it is and what it's used for. And then it always, and thankfully, it's going to give you this default here and says, listen, always consult with a healthcare, person and all of that. Right. So let's just do a few more so you can kind of see how it works. Okay. And like I said, my deep apologies here because, it's like I said, I don't know what happened there. It just, all the work I did on that end of it, it decided not to save it. And now it's not working. So anyway, all right. So let's say I have let's see. I have diabetes. What are some herbs I can use to treat it? All right. Thinking. Boom. It gives you the list of the different herbs that you can take. All right. So there you go. And I'll just do a couple more and then we'll move on. Okay. Let me see another thing I can use. I'm just going back and forth to this list here. So let's see what's another one that Okay, dandruff. I know none of y'all have dandruff, but anyway. All right, so dandruff. Are there any herbs? Any herbs to treat? All right. Let's see if it comes back with anything. Thinking. Yes, there are several herbs. Boom. Neem, aloe vera, tea tree oil, rosemary, thyme, and all of that, right? All right. Let me do two more, and then just so that you can get the idea. Okay. They have one even on lip chapping. I wonder if I put in there ashy lips, will it will it come up? All right, let me see. Psoriasis. That's another one that we get. Let's see. Let me go back. Any Okay. Any herbs that to treat psoriasis. All right, let's see what it tells us. All right, tells us what psoriasis is, as if you didn't know. It gives you and it gives you a list of all the different herbs that you can take. Or aloe vera, it says can be applied topically. Turmeric, Oregon grape, tea tree oil, chamomile. Not only does it tell you the herb, but it also tells you, how to use it. Okay, and then let's do one more. All right, let's see. I'm just looking at some other. I have a whole list of different things here. Let's see. Mm, Trying to think of something else here. Shingles. How about that? Shingles. I'll do that one. Okay. Let's see what comes up with that one. Okay. So there you go. So so at least you were able to see it. So we did get it come out. We was able to pull out a win and at least show you, the behind the scenes on how it works so that you got a general idea of how you put in the information, you put in your question, and then it will give you a list because a lot of times people, a lot of people aren't familiar. I'm not, I can't say if someone asks me, Dwayne, what's the herb for this, that, or whatever? Man, listen, I be on the internet just like everybody else pulling this stuff up. Now, when you get your results back, what you're going to see is it may say, well, the book says this or the book says that. And what it is that we put in the background, we built a database we told the computer basically, pull out all the information out of these sources. You know what I mean? Because we want to make sure that people get all the information because these are very good sources. And so basically it's like you're asking the book the question. Okay. And so this is something that we will have embedded on the webpage where you'll be able to, if you come to sombertree.com and you have a question, you'll be able to ask that question right there on the site. And then you'll be able to get an answer immediately on that. Okay. And then that way that gives you some guidance as to what to look for. If we carry it, maybe we want, that's it. Another one I'm gonna put together will be one that will be built specifically for Sometry. So it will be, if you're interested in what do we carry that will treat whatever ailment you're looking for, we're going to have another database created where you can just type it in and then the answer will come up. You'll be able to click and then you'll be able to purchase and buy. And that's how it goes. Okay. So you're going to see us building quite a few of these, we want to construct each different ones that will focus in different areas. Like, for example, what's the next, I'm going to start pulling a bunch of resources on people who dealing with cancer. So you'll be able to ask. So I'm going to be looking for those sources where you can pull from that's all 100% herbal stuff, remedies for cancer. The great thing about this, I'll be able to pull from, get resources, let's say from Dr. Sebi or, some of these other ones out here that are really on the outskirts of the mainstream, so to speak, but they have proven results. We'll be able to build our own AI, so to speak, so that people will be able to get information exclusively from those sources. You understand what I'm saying? And it will be, and it'll be, this purpose of it is not to replace Google. All right. This ain't going to replace Google, what I did. It's to work as an addendum. Is for you to get a higher quality result. And you'll be able to use that to be able to say, okay, now that I got this, let's see what I can find on Google. Now that I have something specific here, let me go to Google. Now I got something more refined. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what the purpose of that is. Okay. So you'll see that coming in the very near future over on sambatree.com. And we're very, very excited about that because, this is something that oftentimes you will see people, when you go to some of these other like hospital webs, or if you're part of an insurance network or whatever, a lot of times they'll have that on their page. Well, now we said, let's do it ourselves, and we're doing it ourselves. So I'm very excited about that because we don't have to wait for these other people. We can do it ourselves. And these are just little tools to help our people to get out of that arena where we can start building our own stuff so that our people can get the answers that they need when it comes to their health. So we are very, 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 very excited about that. So stay tuned and, keep your eye on the community page as we will, I'll announce and let you know, okay, it's ready for you to test it out, and everything will be set up for you to check it out, and you can use it however you will. But there will be a lot more of those coming on. We will have another one that we're going to be working on is diet, something that will help you put together meal plans. Put together a meal plan for me if I'm trying to do this, and then you'll be able to type that in. You give it its information, and then it'll spit out the results that you can use as a guide for you that are personalized for you. You know what I'm saying? So those are things that we're going to be adding, over time to the Samba Tree umbrella. That will be tools that you'll be able to use that will be very effective and very helpful. So very serious. Like I said, we're extremely committed about this and looking for some great and wonderful things in the near future. So anyway, so that was the main thing. Now, something now on a funner note, we are also working on a we're going to be doing something over on Samba. We're going to be revamping a little bit our Samba Tree YouTube presence. And I'm working on some theme music. Yes. So let me pull something up for you. The name of this is called Here's to Our Health. And let me see. I'm going to play it for you. Tell me what you think. This is just one version, okay? Tell me what you think.
Every morning I wake up feeling brand new. Like the sun shining and the sky so blue. It's a new day and I'm ready to take control. I'm gonna love myself, gonna nourish my soul. Here's to our health, let's raise a glass. Taking care of me, it's never gonna pass. Feeling good inside, feeling so alive. In this moment, we're gonna thrive.
Hey, what you think of that? What you think of that? I'll play it again. That's just one version, okay? That's just one version. We're gonna probably work on the lyrics a little bit, but that's just one version. Let me pull up this time. I'm gonna pull up the lyrics for you, and I'll play it again, okay? Take a listen. And where's that play button? Here you go.
Every morning I wake up feeling brand new. Like the sun shining and the sky so blue. It's a new day and I'm ready to take control. I'm gonna love myself, gonna nourish my soul. Here's to our health, let's raise a glass. Take
Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, so that's something that we're gonna liven up even more. You know what we're doing over there, even on our YouTube, on our videos and stuff like that. And I might also do one for this platform as well. And so yeah, so even on that note, you know, we want to have something like that will inspire, you know, put a smile on your face or whatever. And so yeah, so we're firing on all cylinders over here. And I just wanted to take some time this evening kind of to share with a little bit of what we're doing behind the scenes. And you know, that's one thing about the lab. You know, sometimes the experiment doesn't go the way we want it to go, but I think you got enough idea to see the direction we're heading. And we're going to be doing a lot more like that. Like I said, my mindset, again, the way my mind is, again, is what things can we use? What can we do to get our people out of these hospitals? And we can start thinking independently. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where that's how my mind is wired. I ain't thinking about anything else at all, but whatever tools that are out there that we can use to make it happen, we're going to do it. And that's what we're committed to. So anyway, I hope you got something out of this video tonight. Thank you so much for joining, and keep your eyes on the community page, and we'll be updating you. Oh, and one last thing. If you're not subscribed to our newsletter over on Samba Tree, you're definitely going to want to do that this week, because we're launching our brand new newsletter. And in this newsletter, we're going to have, it's going to be jam-packed with a lot of different things. We're going to have different articles in there. We're going to have some research things in there as well. It's not going to be too heavy, but it's going to be enough information in there to really help you on your path to better health and wellness. It's free of charge, of course. Nobody's charging a dime for it, but it's just our way of just saying thank you, and we really appreciate you guys, and here's to our health. So again, thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe to our email list, because like I said, by the end of this week, I think the first edition of that will be going out. So make sure you subscribe to that, and that's it, family. That's all I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys take care, and I'll see you again soon. Take care now.